Alright guys, I'm going to go over Wednesday and Thursday night's homework. So write the number 740 in each form. Word form. So you're going to look at the word, or you're going to look at the number and write it exactly how you say that. You say 740. So we're going to write 740. Expanded form is going to be stretching each digit and telling me what that digit really means, or how much it really represents. So this 7 represents 700, the 4 represents 40, and the 0 represents 0. You might not add the 0 as well, you'll see it both ways. Okay. 808 people said their favorite color is red. 589 people said their favorite color is blue. How many more people like red than blue? You see that more than. Whenever you see that more than, that should tell you we're subtracting here. So 808 minus 589. We can't do 8 minus 9, so we're going to have to borrow from the tens place. And since there's a 0 here, that's going to end up turning to a 9. So what I want you guys to notice is when you have a 0 in the tens place, and you know that you're going to have to borrow 2 times, what I want you to do instead is to change that 80 into a 79. Just go on ahead and change it. And then the 8, obviously we know, turns to 18, okay? Alright, so now we have 18 minus 9 equals 9, 9 minus 8 equals 1, and 7 minus 5 equals 2. And if you want to check your answer, you can always do that too. So you do 589 plus 219. 808, and that's what the number was, 808. Okay. These problems, again, if you need help, I showed you guys how to do them yesterday. Let me know if you need any help. And I still like to take problems like this and jelly bean it because I'm a visual learner. So I know that's 14 and that's 84. So that's 84, 48, 60, 36. Draw a rhombus. So this isn't something we've really been practicing, but you should have learned this from around kindergarten or first grade. Remember, a rhombus has 2 sides that are parallel to each other, and it has another 2 sides that are parallel to each other. And also when you turn it on its side, it looks like a diamond. Compare the fraction. So I guess there was a mistake in this homework, so I'm just going to put another fraction here. Alright, I'm sorry that was a mistake. If you want to do this one, you can. So is 3/4 or 5/6 bigger? 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 is greater than 18. I like to always put my teeth. You don't have to do that. There are 3 buckets of fish at the aquarium. Each bucket has 10 fish. The trainer feeds the dolphins 15 fish. How many fish are left? So there are 3 buckets of fish at the aquarium. So if I were you, I would draw those 3 buckets. Each bucket has 10 fish. So I'm going to write the number 10 in each bucket. The trainer feeds the dolphins 15 fish. How many fish are left? So if he feeds them 15 fish, where's he going to get them from? Maybe he gets 5 from here, minus 5 from here, so that's 10, minus 5 more, that's 15. So 10 minus 5 is 5, 5, and 5, and 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. You also could have added 10 plus 10 plus 10 and gotten 30 and then taken away 15 fish, and you would have still ended up with 15. Okay, we're going to go over Thursday night as well. what is the value of the underlying number? So the value of the 8, prove your work here, it's in the, what place? The tens place. So it's 8 tens, which is 80. The value of the 4, it's in the ones place. So it's worth 4. Catherine went to the movies 4 times this week. Each time she spent 8 on a movie ticket. How much money did she spend going to the movies this week? Alright, so she went 4 times this week. And I see that word each in there, so that lets me know each time she went, she spent $8 on a movie. So that should be your key that we're multiplying here. So it's going to be 4 times 8. $8 per movie, and she went 4 times. Okay? Anyone know what that is? It's 32. Okay. Find the quotient, which means we're dividing again. So, 50 divided by 5. Whenever you see that 5 and a 5, a lot of times you're going to either have a 5 or a 10 as your answer. So when I see 96 divided by 8, it doesn't automatically come to my mind what the answer is. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put a bracket and put 8 divided by 96. And I'm going to ask myself, how many times can 8 go into 9? Well, 8 only can go into 9 one time. And how many will be left over? 1 times 8 is 8. So 9 minus 8 is 1. Now I'm going to take 8 and I'm going to say, how many times can 8 go into 1? Well, it can't. So I have to bring down my 6. Now, how many times can 8 go into 16? 2 times. So 96 divided by 8 equals 12. And 12 times 8 equals 96. Okay? Okay, this is 7. And again, this is one that you might get a little confused on. If you try to do the bracket with this, it won't always work. So let's show this one out. I'm going to say I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 circles and I need to get the number 84 into each circle, or I need 84 as my total. And so I have to figure out how much will go in each group. So I'm going to draw my little rod, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, that's going to be too much. So maybe I need to make 8 into each group. So maybe I'll try 12 times 8. Oh, that's 96. I need to go down some. So let me try 12 times 7. And that's 84. So you can figure out the answer by going backwards, drawing pictures. I tried a few different things. The only reason I stopped on this one is because I didn't know if it was going to be a rod or if it was going to be less. But if it's less, then it's the same thing as skip counting or multiplying or addition, repeated addition. Alright, let's move on. We have 3 more problems. 6 over 6 equals what? Remember, that's always a 1 whenever you have the same number on numerator and denominator. And if the answer is 3 here, that means that it can't be 1/3, because 1/3 does not equal 3. 2/3 doesn't equal 3. 3/3 we know equals 1. 4/3 would equal 1 1/3. So we have to go up until we have 3. So let's do a little number line. So my numbers are, I'm trying to get to 3, and I'm skip counting by thirds, because I have, the problem looks like this. Okay, so this is kind of our spot. The problem has a box here, and we got to make it up to 3. So we're going to start at 0, and we have to make it all the way to 3. But we have to figure out, and we know that we're going to go by thirds because our denominator tells us that. So we have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, and we also can call that 1. So then we have 4/3, 5/3, 6/3. Oh, now we just did another. How many did it take us to get to 1 whole? 1, 2, 3. Took us 3. And we just went another 3, which means now 6/3 equals 2. And then we have 7/3, 8/3, and 9. But again, if we go 1, 2, 3, that third one is going to equal 9/3. And another way of saying 9/3 is 3. So it takes 3 hops to get 1 whole number. So that means 9/3 equals 3. If that's confusing to you, I can explain that later when we do our Zoom conference. And another way you can check this is by saying how many times does 3 go into 9? It goes in 3 times. Alright, 2 more problems. Jaden has a bag of marbles. 4/8 of the marbles are red. 1/8 of the marbles are blue. Are there more red or blue marbles? Well, if he has a bag of marbles and 4 out of 8 of them he says are red and 1/8 of them are blue, draw yourself a picture. This one is blue and these are all red. So which one does he have more? More red or blue? He has more red. Okay, last problem. Chris invited 9 friends to his birthday party. At the last minute, he invited 8 more friends. 2 friends got sick and are not coming. How many people will be at his party, Chris's party? So there's a lot of numbers here. You're working on a multi-step problem, so you got to start with the first part and solve that first. Chris invited 9 friends to his birthday party. And so right now I'm going to write the number 9 down. At the last minute, he invited 8 more friends. So if he invited 8 more friends, then we're going to add 8 more friends. And then 2 friends got sick and are not coming. How many people will be there? So if 2 friends are not coming, you got to take them away. So there should be about 15 people coming. Alright, that's the homework for this week. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to help out as best I can. Bye.